At least 4 people dead, along with a gunman in a mass shooting in Midtown Manhattan, 345 Park Avenue. Joining us with more is veteran Bloomberg New York City reporter Myles Miller. Myles, since the overnight hours, we have gotten a few more details on what potentially may have motivated this shooting at 345 Park. What can you tell us?
That's right. Notes and a manifesto found in the gunman's person reference CTE, which is chronic traumatic encephalopathy. And that's a condition that you may know from football players, right? A number of football players who wind up getting brain damage have been diagnosed after the fact when they die of CTE. Now, this suspect, 27-year-old Shane Tamura, wrote in that manifesto, "Study my brain, please. I'm sorry." And he said that football gave him CTE. It caused him to drink a gallon of antifreeze, and he left a message to the NFL as related to CTE.
Have we gotten any response from the NFL to these latest developments?
We haven't heard yet from the NFL this morning, but it is important to note that this is the second time in less than a year that executives at any kind of organization or company have been specifically targeted by a person who has a chronic condition and feels that the organization had not done enough for their chronic condition. Of course, talking about the prior shooting of United Healthcare Insurance's CEO by a person who had chronic back pain after surgery. This is something that's going to have corporate America really thinking this morning about how they keep their executives and their employees writ large safe.
Yeah, particularly when, from what we understand, even if the gunman in this case was targeting the NFL headquarters, he certainly didn't end up there. He ended up floors above where the NFL is housed in this building at Rudin Management, right?
Yeah, let me tell you how that all happened. He walks in to the building with an M4 rifle and immediately begins firing. The first person he encounters is an NYPD officer who happens to have his back towards him. He shoots him in the back, killing him, and then continues on, shooting a security guard in the lobby, shooting another person in the lobby, and then makes his way to the elevator bank, encounters this woman, and she is very lucky to be alive. He decides not to shoot her, but this is an elevator bank in which the floors are pressed from the outside. So he just rides up to what he believes is the NFL's offices, but in fact, it's the headquarters of Rudin Management, a large property management company here in the city. He is firing indiscriminately in the hallway, shoots a woman who works for Rudin, and then turns the gun on himself.
Yeah, it's difficult to contemplate how something like this could have happened when just a few months ago we had the shooting of the United Health CEO outside the hotel in Midtown Manhattan, just a few blocks away. This has to raise so many questions about security in the city, not just how buildings are going to secure themselves, but what police are going to do now.
Oh, certainly. And, you know, having spent so much time sort of covering the NYPD, I've spent a lot of time around Rudin. Rudin routinely hires either former NYPD officers or participates in the paid detail program in which these officers can make extra money by wearing their uniform and performing property management security at large buildings across the city. They have to be saying, you know, this is something that we thought would make us safe. How is it that, you know, this was able to happen? You know, the security did everything they could to keep people safe. They have a switch that stops the elevators, but what can you do when a security guard is shot the minute this person walks into the building?
And to the point about doing what they can to keep people safe, let's talk about the victims as well. We know that at least one of them was a New York City police officer.
Oh, that's right. 36-year-old, a 4-year veteran of the NYPD, started his career as a traffic agent, assigned to the 4-7 precinct in the Bronx, where I grew up. Working paid detail in his uniform, shot in a lobby, survived by his wife, 2 sons, and a 3rd child on the way. His wife is 8 months pregnant. It was heartbreaking in the hospital last night to see his friends and family there just completely devastated for the solemn transfer, the dignified transfer to the medical examiner's office.
All right. Myles Miller, thank you so much for this. Bloomberg veteran New York City reporter Myles Miller with us this morning from Manhattan.
Every business has an ambition. PayPal Open is the platform designed to help you grow into yours. With business loans so you can expand and access to hundreds of millions of PayPal customers worldwide. And your customers can pay all the ways they want with PayPal, Venmo, Pay Later, and all major cards, so you can focus on scaling up. When it's time to get growing, there's one platform for all business. PayPal Open. Grow today at paypalopen.com. Loans subject to approval in available locations.
Hey, good drivers. Yeah, we're talking to you, the ones who don't speed, the ones who avoid those fender benders, and who always use their turn signal. Congratulations, you're a better driver, and that means you could get better rates with Root Insurance. It's time to stop paying for other people's bad driving habits. You know, like the ones who cut you off just to slam on their brakes. Or the lead foot speeding to work every day. With Root Insurance, you'll get a quote based primarily on your driving. Just download the Root app, drive around like you normally would for a couple of weeks, and boom, you'll get a quote that actually makes sense. It's that easy. Root, because better drivers deserve better rates. Download the Root app today and see how much you could save. That's Root Insurance. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to underwriting review. See root.com for details.
In business, they say you can have better, cheaper, or faster, but you only get to pick two. What if you could have all three at the same time? That's exactly what Cohere, Thomson Reuters, and Specialized Bikes have since they upgraded to the next generation of the cloud, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. OCI is the blazing fast platform for your infrastructure, database, application development, and AI needs, where you can run any workload in a high availability, consistently high performance environment and spend less than you would with other clouds. How is it faster? OCI's block storage gives you more operations per second. Cheaper? OCI costs up to 50% less for computing, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Better? In test after test, OCI customers report lower latency and higher bandwidth versus other clouds. This is the cloud built for AI and all your biggest workloads. Right now, with zero commitment, try OCI for free. Head to oracle.com/strategic. That's oracle.com/strategic.
Every business has an ambition. PayPal Open is the platform designed to help you grow into yours. With business loans so you can expand and access to hundreds of millions of PayPal customers worldwide. And your customers can pay all the ways they want with PayPal, Venmo, Pay Later, and all major cards, so you can focus on scaling up. When it's time to get growing, there's one platform for all business. PayPal Open. Grow today at paypalopen.com. Loans subject to approval in available locations.
Lenovo is built for creators who don't wait for inspiration. They chase it. With inventive tech, built-in AI tools, and seamless performance, Lenovo devices powered by Intel Core Ultra processors are designed to bring your wildest ideas to life faster. That's the power of Lenovo with Intel inside. Enjoy flexible financing, rewards on every purchase, and free shipping. And students get special offers when you create an account at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.